She worked 3 jobs to raise her kids. One day, luck struck. She became a millionaire overnight. But what happened next tore her family apart. This is the true story of a mother's love, betrayal, and a hard-earned lesson about life. Maria Alvarez had always been a fighter, not by choice but by necessity. At 23, her husband Daniel walked out. He left her with 3 children, David age 7, Lisa age 5, and Andrew, just a baby. One morning he was there. The next he was gone. No note, no money, just silence. Maria cried that first night. Then the next morning she got up and started working. She took a morning shift at Rosie's Diner, pouring coffee and wiping counters. At noon, she cleaned houses around the neighborhood. At night, she stacked shelves at the local supermarket. Sleep became a luxury. Her days blurred together. Aching feet, sore back, constant worry. But every night when she got home, her children's faces gave her strength. "We may not have much," she often told them, hugging them tight, "but we have each other." She clipped coupons, sewed patches on their clothes, and baked homemade cakes for birthdays. She missed school plays, sometimes forgot PTA meetings, but she never stopped loving them. David once asked, "Mom, why do you work so much?" She kissed his forehead. "So you can have a better life than I did." Years passed. Maria never remarried. Trust was hard after Daniel, but her heart stayed soft. Everything she earned, every ounce of her energy, was poured into her children. And though they had little, they had each other. It was a stormy Thursday. Maria had just finished her 3rd shift. Rain lashed her windshield as she pulled into the gas station. Inside, by the register, a bright sign caught her tired eyes. Mega Lotto, $1 million jackpot. On impulse, perhaps out of exhaustion, she handed the cashier a crumpled $5 bill. "Give me 1 ticket," she said, half laughing. She tossed the ticket into her purse and forgot about it. 2 days later, Maria was folding laundry when the phone rang. "Congratulations," the voice said. "You've won our grand prize, $1 million. Maria froze. Her knees buckled. "Is this a prank?" "No, ma'am. Check your ticket." Hands trembling, she dug through her purse. There it was. Her numbers matched. Tears streamed down her face. Her first thought wasn't for herself, it was for her children. Finally, they can have the life they deserve. That night, she gathered them around. "Kids, our lives are about to change." The children erupted in joy. Hugs, laughter, disbelief. Maria smiled, but deep down a small voice whispered, "Be careful." She shook it off. This was their time. Maria used the money wisely. First, she paid off all debts, rent, credit cards, school fees. She bought a cozy house, not a mansion, but warm and welcoming. She opened savings accounts for each child. She even donated a portion to a local shelter, remembering the days she nearly couldn't feed her kids. At first, life was beautiful. Maria started taking cooking classes. They traveled, short trips to the beach, Disneyland, their first family vacation ever. Maria smiled more, laughed freely. "You deserve this, Mom," Lisa said once. But soon, things changed. David began hanging out with a new crowd. He bought a flashy sports car. Lisa developed expensive tastes, designer bags, new phone upgrades weekly. Andrew, still young, was soon drawn into online gaming and betting. Maria grew concerned. "Money can't change love," she reminded them, but they weren't listening. The calls for money increased. "I need this, Mom. It's an investment. I just need a little more." Maria hesitated. "We can't just spend without thinking," she said. Their faces darkened. "You're selfish." David snapped one night. "You don't trust us," Lisa accused. Maria's heart ached. Had her dream gift become a curse? One crisp morning, Maria logged into her bank account. Her stomach turned. Large withdrawals, not by her. Tens of thousands gone. Her hands shook as she dialed David and Andrew. "What happened to the money?" "We needed it," David said coldly. "You had no right," Maria whispered. "We deserve it," Andrew snapped. "Without you, we had nothing." Lisa stood silently, tears in her eyes. Maria's world shattered. She had sacrificed everything for them, and now, this. Overwhelmed, Maria sat alone in the dark. Days passed. David and Andrew stopped answering her calls. Lisa returned once, ashamed. "Mom, I didn't take anything. I'm so sorry." But the damage was done. Maria was forced to sell the house to cover debts. She moved into a small apartment. For weeks, she mourned. "Where did I go wrong?" she whispered into empty rooms. One evening, her friend Rosa visited. "You didn't fail, Maria," Rosa said. "You taught them love, but sometimes life tests us. Now you must heal. For yourself." Maria nodded slowly. Perhaps it was time to start again. Maria began small. She started volunteering at a shelter, cooking for the homeless. The kitchen reminded her of better days. Slowly, warmth returned to her spirit. One day, a young woman approached her. "Are you Maria, the lady who used to bake for our school?" Maria smiled. "Yes. Why?" "You inspired me. I'm opening a bakery. I'd love to learn from you." Touched, Maria began teaching her. Word spread. Maria found joy again, not in money, but in giving. Lisa began visiting, slowly rebuilding trust. David and Andrew drifted further, lost to greed. Maria stopped chasing them. "I can only control my choices," she told herself, and each day she chose kindness. Years later, Maria stood before a group of young single mothers at a community event. "I once thought money would solve everything," she began. "But wealth without values destroys more than it gives. I lost much, but I also found myself." She paused, scanning the room. "Teach your children love, gratitude, and resilience. That is the true legacy we leave." Applause filled the hall. Lisa hugged her afterward. "I'm proud of you, Mom," she whispered. Maria smiled, tears in her eyes. Not a millionaire anymore, but rich in all the ways that mattered. Maria's story reminds us that money can change circumstances, but not character. True wealth lies in values, resilience, and love. If you believe in stories that inspire and teach life's most important lessons, subscribe and join us. We share new true stories like this every week.